you can learn a lot from, you know, a younger person. I've learned a lot from my daughter, and she's going to be 15 years old soon.
That is the case with Ben Davison as we've gotten to know him in recent years and marveled at his boxing IQ.
Ooh.
Trying to land that right uppercut as Wallin was coming forward that time.
This is the telltale sign that Wallin is here to win, is that every time he gets hit with a hard shot, he comes back with ferocity. He's not laying back. He's not looking for a place to fall. He's trying to get his back. He's trying to get that shot back from Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury is successful tonight, he's going to have to earn it.
You know, that sounds like such a basic concept to put forth, like he's here to win. Like, what else would he be? But in this game, you can break a man's will very, very early, and that's not always the case. But that's why we talked about the confidence of Wallin, that it wasn't just talk. When you sit with this big underdog, it's different, and you know it.
I asked Wallin, I said, do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes to fight back when you start getting hit and to be on this level and at this stage? And I loved his response. He said, listen, it's just in me. I know it's in me. I love that response from Wallin.
You know, think about a guy from Sweden who's never fought on this stage, and he said to us, he turned to us the Vegas Strip, and his face and his name is on it next to Tyson Fury. He goes, it's not surreal. Everybody says, is it surreal? Is it beyond your belief? It's not. It's not for me. That was a sign. But there are levels to this game, skill levels that start to define themselves, and Fury is as skilled as anyone.
He got to choose his spots, though, wisely. You know, you got to know when to fight and when not to. And I'm talking about Otto Wallin, because Fury can be setting traps for him right now, looking to time him on the way in.
Stop, I got you.
Not only can he, I think it's exactly what he wants to do.
That's what he wants. He wants to alarm in.
That he wants to get rounds in, that he wants to get work, laying traps, setting traps, when eventually you have the mega fight rematch with a guy that throws dynamite right hands like Deontay Wilder.
Which you can't take a whole lot of risk with.
As Fury found out. And there's a cut now. There's a cut. We will look at the replay and check as to how that came about. But Tyson Fury has blood streaming down the right side of his face. Just on the corner of the right brow of Fury. You'll see the stream of blood. And it's caused by a punch. You have a new heavyweight champion. Let's check in with Bernardo. Bernardo, what did you find out?
Bobby Bennett is looking at the replay, and they determined that it was a left punch that caused a cut over the eye. The same replay we were looking at is what they were looking at, and it was clear. As soon as the punch hit him and the glove came off, the cut was open and the blood started to flow.
Taylor, you do his gum shield for me.
You got two fucking cops. Come here, kid. Yeah. Well, that accidental, yeah.
He's walking onto the shots.
We'll draw a little bit, look.
Just stay calm. No panic, no panic, no stress.
This is the first cut that Tyson Fury's been dealing with since 2010. Our ace reporter, Bernardo Asuna. Bernardo, I want to bring you into the conversation here because during that exchange with Ben Davison, the trainer, and Tyson Fury, the lineal champ, I heard Tyson Fury said it was an accidental clash of heads. Does he realize that that was caused from a punch and that he could lose by TKO if it worsens? Does he assume it was from a clash, or does he know it's from a punch?
I think Tyson Fury is assuming that it was from a clash of heads. Earlier on in that last round, he was yelling at Otto Wallin, cut it out, when he was getting in close with the head. So I believe that he's under the impression that it could be, if it stopped, it would be go to the scorecards, and that would not be the case.
Well, do me a favor. I want you to get with Ben Davison. You find out what that corner knows or doesn't know, and you let us know. Round 5 here, drama in Vegas. Fury and Wallin, the upset-minded, undefeated Swede who came here 20-0, top sparring through the years against Anthony Joshua and Big Baby Miller and all of the solid top-level heavyweights. He was scheduled to fight this summer. That fell through, so he feels like he had the extra prep. He was ready for this when he got the call. He said, it's my time, I'm confident, and now there's a golden opportunity to hit the jackpot. Let's go back to Bernardo.
Ben, what is the impression of Tyson in terms of the position of the cut, and was it a headbutt or a punch?
Jorge's dealing with the cut. It was, it's been deemed as a headbutt, so the referee's told me. We did make the referee aware of that before.
Actually, it's been deemed a punch. The Nevada State Athletic Commission saw the replay, and they deemed it to be a clean punch. How does that change the outlook?
What's that, sorry?
Here we go.
It's a punch. It was a clean punch due to the replay. How does that change the way you guys look at the situation?
Well, obviously Tyson's got to deal with it. He's got plenty of art, as he's shown before, so hopefully the referee gives him, understands that and keeps him in the fight. But Tyson's dealing with it okay. He can box, he can see, so don't see why it should be a problem.
He seems to be pawing at it. How distracted is he, and how long till he gets back on track?
There's a little bit. He's on track. Even though he's been cut, he's still winning them rounds.
Thank you very much, Ben.
So you see the confusion, because at first the referee did tell the corner, and the referee said it was clash of heads, but then they have replay here in Nevada. So the Nevada State Athletic Commission, led by Bob Bennett, they took a look and they said, no, absolutely, clean left hand, and it is a punch.
Well, the commission has to clearly communicate that to Tyson Fury's corner.
By the way, look, a great job by Bernardo getting right on top of that and getting to Ben Davison. Great work. Final 20 seconds here of round 5. Wallin is not going away at all.
And Fury getting hit with that big looping left hand coming from Otto Wallin.
That's because Fury keeps going to the right, which is right into the range of the best punch of Wallin, which is that overhand left and straight left. He needs to stay on the left side of Wallin and stay away from that left hand.
Stop.
Who thought we'd be dealing with this? End of 5.
Good stuff. Couple of deep breaths. Yeah, can you take it out? Try and get it out of his mouth.
What's that fucking head?
Right. Okay. He's getting in that habit of starting to touch his head like the other fella, yeah? When he touches his head, little feint, see how he reacts first. If it's clear to go, then we go. He's getting in a rhythm, yeah? Hands touch his head, then he goes back to boxing. That's a little reset for him. So when he's resetting with his hands touching his head, feint, take a look, assess it before we commit, yeah? Stick as you are. Let's start putting some more tempo on him now. It'll start to crack.
One more time. This is the left hand that opened up that gash on the right brow of Tyson Fury. And as you got a closer look, as we watched the cup man, Jorge Capetillo, do his thing there, you also notice that there's also a cut on the lid. The brow has a gash. The swelling is on the lid, which now is expanded and has a cut. Round number 6 here in Vegas. Lineal heavyweight championship on the line.
To the young fighters at home, this is why you don't play the name game. If you've never heard of a fighter, if his record is less than stellar, you don't take it light in training camp. You treat every fight like it's the toughest fight of your life. So that way, if a guy's not ready, you treat him like he's not ready. And if he is ready, you're ready.
30-1 odds in all the Vegas sports books on Otto Wallin. 30-1.
I think it's the training of Joey Gamache right now that has Wallin in this fight. It's the fundamentals. He's using his jab. He's standing underneath himself.
Joey Gamache, the former world champion, Bernardo's with him.
And they both are really happy about the cut, because that really has brought the sense of urgency in Otto Wallin instead of the opposite. And Joey Gamache said, look, I want him to take risks. He's got to win rounds. He's got to be in there and not leave any doubt.
I love that idea of taking risks. You're in a spot like this. You're facing the champ. Take your at bat.
Stop. I got you.
Tyson Fury is rattled right now. He doesn't like the roughhousing of Otto Wallin, but he's got to figure it out. If you want to be the best fighter in the world, and if you're saying you're the best heavyweight in the world, you have to be able to figure out a guy like Otto Wallin, get through this rough moment, and close the show.
That's right. And you know, Dre, I don't think that Fury took him lightly. He came in 8 pounds lighter.
I don't think he did either.
I just think it's a great game plan by Otto Wallin.
Now this is what you worry about if you're the corner of Tyson Fury, the ringside physician.
Still winning the rounds.
He could advise to stop it.
I can see. Let's go. Can you see? You can see? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay.
And you have to keep answering that way. I can see. And now look at him, realizing the urgency. as he comes off with the visit from the ringside physician and fires away with a combination. Left uppercut on the inside, trying to smother on the inside, leaning forward, searching for an answer, pounding on the inside, looking to split that guard and smother Wallin.
That's exactly what you have to say, Joe. Just like you mentioned, if you have a bad cut like that, you have to let the referee know, excuse me, you have to let the doctor know that you can see, because the golden rule is if you say you cannot see, the referee, the doctor is gonna stop the fight immediately to protect the fighter. Good job from Tyson Fury by acting like a fighter, even though he's cut.
By the way, the cut has worsened just in the last 20 seconds. It is far worse right now.
And Fury's doing the right thing by staying close to Wallin, so he's not getting hit by those looping left hands.
Yeah, but he got to be careful of the hair. He got to be leery of the head of Otto Wallin, because that head can just, keep that.
Did you just see that as Wallin was poking at the cut? He tried to thumb the cut. Wow.
Now, shut up. Spread out. Get spread out. Hey, right here, right here. Close your eyes. No coaching. Okay, here we go. Time, man, let's go.
It's a bad move from Wallin to do what he did in front of Tony Weeks like that, because now he's on Tony Weeks' radar, and Tony Weeks is really going to be keeping an eye on everything that Wallin does moving forward.
Tyson Fury going for the knockout right now.
You can tell Fury
Desperation.
is hitting the accelerator a little bit here to start this 7th round. He understands the circumstances.
Well,
He's looking for that right hand behind the jab, isn't he?
Joe and Tim, this is what you have to do. If you want to be the best heavyweight in the world, you have to respond like this.
Yes, sir.
You cannot bow out. You can't have a less than stellar performance, because you got a lot of weight on your shoulders, and Tyson Fury has to answer that call.
Stop. Let him up. Watch it. Let him up. No. Stop.
I just spoke with Jorge Capetillo, who is the cut man for Tyson Fury. He told me, look, the cut is big, it's getting bigger, and it's dangerous, and it's a dangerous spot, but Tyson can see. Right there when he came out, Tyson Fury took the Vaseline with his glove off of the cut. That's why they brought him back to the corner to put Vaseline on it.
He's done a good job with the cut, because it's not bleeding at the moment.
And if you're joining us right now, just to remind you of how we arrived at this point, there was a big left hand that Otto Wallin landed in the 3rd round. They used replay. Originally, the cut happened, and the referee, Tony Weeks, felt it was a clash. They used replay to say, no, it was a clean punch, which means if the fight is stopped, there's a new heavyweight champion. It would be 30-1 underdog Otto Wallin. Let's see what Fury can do here in the last half of this 7th round, as he is stalking. Wallin has been so game, so determined to stay the course with his plan.
Wallin's going to have to stay concentrated. He's fading a little bit right now.
Yeah, he's fatigued.
He's fatigued, yeah. And you see Fury coming on strong.
As Wallin ties up on the inside instead of working. Earlier in this fight, he would work. He would throw punches.
Wallin's punches have no steam on him right now in this round.
3-punch combination from Fury.
Good body shot from Wallin right there. He snuck that
come
one
back
in.
with that body
Nice
shot,
answer.
didn't he? 1-2 from Fury. Then he leans down on his back.
Let him up. Stand around.
Fury has to watch the head of Wallin, especially when he gets close. Wallin's trying to keep that head on that side of where the cut is at, trying to open it up even more.
Of course, when you have southpaw versus orthodox, there's always a tendency for a clash of heads.
Stop.
Look at all that weight leaning down on that top rope.
Big boy's making Tony Weeks work tonight.
It's nearly 500 pounds of heavyweight leaning there. Coming to the end of 7. The drama continues here with it all on the line.
Sit down, please.
But he's doing it, and like I said earlier, I like the fact that he's staying close. He does have to watch the heads,
yes,
but he's also staying out of range of the left hand of Wallin.
Meanwhile, Wallin and his corner go to the end swell to deal with swelling underneath the left eye. By the way, tremendous look with our 4D cameras here tonight.
Nice answer from Tyson Fury. Saw several different looks of it, but it looks a little bit better.
Yeah.
With those
that
graphics.
4D, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Okay, here
A
we
lot
go.
of
Time
Vaseline
in, let's
on
go.
the eye of Tyson Fury. Surprised that Tony Weeks didn't catch that. He caught it 2 rounds previously, but he didn't catch it right now. No, it just fell off.
It just fell off.
68-65 on Dre's scorecard. That scorecard, the threat is that it doesn't even come into play if that cut worsens.
Fury's fighting off the back foot right now, using a good jab right now. Wallin right now trying to figure out a way to get close and land something hard over the top. Working that eye right there, Otto Wallin. Nice little short left hooks.
Good body shot from Tyson Fury right there.
Snuck it in there.
Short left to the body.
Burrowing his way into the chest of Wallin. And now he goes to the body. 2 body shots to the belt line by Tyson Fury.
We saw answers from Wallin early in the fight, the first 3 or 4 rounds. We're not seeing Wallin answer anything that Tyson Fury does at the moment.
There's a 1-2 from the champ.
And it's not a heart thing with Wallin, it's a fatigue thing with Wallin.
Plus you got Fury with that 6'9" frame, just leaning down on you time and time again, just holding that weight against you.
But this is why everybody's not a champion. It's not a 6-round fight, it's a 12-round fight. You have to be able to shoulder up under the pressure and the fatigue and all the different things that happen for the full 12 rounds, not half of the fight.
But Otto Wallin doesn't have that experience. And that was the point of this fight. He doesn't have that experience late in fights against good competition.
Wallin has been 10 rounds one time and 12 rounds one time as well.
Meanwhile, Tyson Fury has been floored deep into the drama fight against Deontay Wilder, arguably the biggest puncher in the sport, and rose up like the Undertaker out of the WWE to go on to a controversial draw.
Nice uppercut attempt right there from Tyson Fury as he stayed low. He came up with a nice, beautiful uppercut.
3-punch combination from Fury.
This is Fury acting like a bigger man. He knows he has a size advantage. He's stepping inside and
That was a good shot. Right hand reined in. Short left hook comes in. Getting some damage done here at the end of the day.
Absolutely. All that wrestling and tussling and stuff, that takes a lot of energy.
Another right hand from Fury. This has been a strong, punishing round. Something taken out of the lean there in that 8th. Let's listen in.
Shield. Clean up for me. Water. When you're changing your height, you've got to smother, yeah, if you're going to do it. If you're going to dip down, smother, don't sit there. Remain aware, keep those throwaway shots. You're landing some good stuff inside, but keep it going together. What? When he puts his hands around his head, volume and variety. Another drop. 4 to go. 4 to go. Make sure it's smooth. Keep your head still. Let him do it.
Are in his hands right now. To secure that cut, to try to keep the course for the mega event of Fury Wilder. There is CompuBox total punches. You see the numbers there. That's Tyson Fury with the connect advantage.
See, here's the thing with what Tyson Fury is doing right now to Wallin. It's one thing for Wallin to get hit to the head, but Tyson Fury is committing with both hands to the body, and he's finishing to the head. Big difference, and if Wallin doesn't have an answer, he may not be around long because fatigue is set in, but now he's starting to get punished. He's not just getting beat. Wallin has also forgot to hit the body of Tyson Fury, something he did early in the fight.
Which we said, if he could keep up, would pay dividends late. But he stopped making those deposits long ago. And instead, it's been a steady diet of Fury leaning in, pressuring, right hands. Joey Gamache, the former world champion, is the trainer of Wallin. Bernardo's with him.
Joey, this is a cruel sport. You said target the cut. What does Otto need to do here in this round?
He can take it, hit that cut, bust it open. That jab and overhand left. That's what he's got to do. He's got to hit that cut and break it open. Hit that cut, Otto.
Now, how does he get this 6'9", 250-plus fighter off of him? Because is he getting a little fatigue here?
Well, he looks like he's getting a little fatigued, but he's still punching. You know, he's in there with a big guy, but a big guy that makes himself smaller, so we have to hit over the top. You know, we worked the body early on, but now we're looking to come up top. Come on, Otto, the jab and overhand left.
Thank you. We'll let you get back to work, Joe.
Excellent access with Joey Gamache, the 53-year-old former 130 and 135-pound world champion who suffered when he retired in 2000. It came on the heels of one of the most brutal knockouts you'll ever see from the late Arturo Gatti. That cut has worsened again. It has opened up. Blood is painted down the right side of the face of Tyson Fury as he comes in with a right hand. Final minute here of round 9.
That's the difference between being elite, Tess. You know, the conditioning of Tyson Fury. You can see it. And you can see the want in Tyson Fury. Pushing him back, bullying. Otto Wallin, catching right hands. Ooh, beautiful right hands.
Oh, and he goes to the body. Oh, he's searching for that big right uppercut, wasn't he? Just missed it.
Otto Wallin is telling Tyson Fury to come on and give me more. Tyson Fury is going to oblige.
Another right hand reins in. Wallin does not want to be in that position. Trying to hang on against Fury.
Tess, it's just a matter of time. Fury.
Big uppercut. Closing seconds and Fury's got him in trouble. Look at the front of the chest and the forearms of referee Tony Weeks. Absolutely soaked in blood and sweat. These two big men separating them as the cut drains from that right eye. Here comes Fury, a powerful attack to open the 10th round. Look at Tyson Fury all over Wallin, smothering him, battering him with a series of rights and lefts, and then coming in like an offensive lineman, head down into the chest of Wallin. Big right hand at range. Blood is everywhere ringside. With every punch thrown, we have blood splatter right on us. Right hand comes in against Wallin.
Fury broke the spirit of Otto Wallin. Broke the spirit. Going down to the body. He's in them with heavy shots right now on the ropes.
Left uppercut reined in. Wallin looks to tie up again. His face is swollen. He has blood from his nose. He has been gained, but right now he's outclassed, outsized, and he's taken.
Otto Wallin is taking heavy punishment right now from the lineal champion of the world, Tyson Fury.
Fury is dominating. Can he finish? Oh, good body shot came in.
All set up by the body shot.
Hard, thick right hand to the body. And then he strays low a little bit. Right uppercut on the inside. Fury tries to get some separation. The champ looks for a right uppercut again.
We talked about this in our first fight. Sometimes it's about a feeling. This isn't a game plan. Tyson Fury feels like doing this to Otto Wallin, so he's doing it, and Wallin just doesn't have any answers.
He's exhausted, Dre.
He's been exhausted the last 4 rounds.
He's exhausted. He's fighting on fumes right now. He's still fighting back in spots. He's trying.
But Otto Wallin should have recovered. It's one thing to have 1 round off, maybe 2, but if you're going to fight at this level, you got to be able to recover and snap back. He hasn't recovered since that 3rd or 4th round.
It was all the body shots that Tyson Fury.
There have been some thunderous right hands that have backed up Wallin into the ropes in this round.
That's what zapped all the energy and the power from Otto Wallin.
Wallin is not effective right now, but I'll give him credit for being tough.
And isn't it appropriate on a night with all the celebration for Mexican Independence Day, on this traditional boxing weekend in Vegas that have seen so many tough Mexican warriors who have fought fights that included bad gashes, bloody messes, going to the body, having to dig deep, that Tyson Fury gets a Mexican-style fight.
Bloody.
Isn't it appropriate?
Guts.
Well, he told us in the fighter meeting, Joe, this is what he wanted, so he got what he asked for.
He needs these rounds, Joe. Tyson Fury, I'm talking about that. He needs some of these rounds.
Wallin got through this 10th somehow.
Wallin at the moment, he definitely wants to make him pay for cutting him earlier in the fight. He feels like Otto Wallin has been dirty, and he just wants to let him know what time it is.
For the Gypsy King, or as he wants everybody to call him this week, El Rey de los Gitanos. The skillful technician who's acting like a tough, grizzled veteran that he is. Second fight of his $100 million deal with Top Rank to fight on ESPN platforms. And, of course, the widely reported rematch, the mega event with Deontay Wilder. It stands in the balance for both men. As we said, anything can happen in heavyweight boxing. And they both need to pass a test to get back to each other. Bernardo, what's the latest coming from the corner of Wallin?
Very honest Joey Gamache. I asked him, how's he feeling, and are you taking a close look at him? He said, I am taking a close look at him. I don't want him to take too much punishment.
Well, he took a lot of punishment in that last round. There's no doubt about it. There have been 101 power punches landed by Fury. He has outlanded him in total punches 150 to 98. And Dre's scorecard goes 98-92. Rounds 6 through 10 have been dominated by Fury, as Wallin has been hurt in the last 2 rounds.
But Tyson Fury let off the body of Otto Wallin. He needs to go down to the body. That's exactly how he broke him down. Nice shot right there, but he's hand-hunting right now. If he goes down to the body, the head's going to be open.
It's kind of hard not to head hunt when you hit everything you throw. Tyson Fury is throwing, and Otto Wallin is catching.
There's some tape loose on the right wrist, that blood-soaked right wrist of Tyson Fury. And if Tony Weeks sees it, we are going to have a stoppage here for him to address it. There you see it there, and there you see more of the leaning. Look at that gash. Look at the right eye of Fury at this point. Oh, he goes to the body well there, as he's just walking him back, driving him down, like pushing a blocking sled, as he paws at the eye again. Final minute here coming up of round number 11. How will Fury close the show?
This is all guts by both of these guys. Mental toughness by both of these guys. Otto Wallin, he's been hit with some big shots, but he's still in there. He's fighting back. He's fighting as hard as he possibly can right now, and so is Tyson Fury.
Listen, we are in a new golden age right now of boxing with the exposure and the investment of the sport, with guys like Bud Crawford at welterweight and Vasily Lomachenko at lightweight, the 2 top pound-for-pound fighters in the world. But there's boxing, and then there's heavyweight boxing.
That's right.
And this just feels different.
It sure does. And right now, Tyson Fury feeling real good right now, catching Otto Wallin as Otto Wallin leans in with a nice 2-piece.
That's big left hand to the body. Thudding shot with a short right hand.